It's Gene Ask Me, Power of Healing. So today, I have been on the internet all day. I was supposed to go on vacation, something happened, blah blah, I didn't go. So I worked all day today. So I've been asking people what they want to hear more of, questions, blah blah blah. And chronic pain has been the number one everything. My pain management doctor said this, Western Northwest is just billions. We are known for back problems, chronic pain, because we're blue-collar workers. We come from steel towns. We're physical workers. Poor. We's po folk. And so everyone said nobody understands, no matter how they say it, nobody gets it. They don't know how they feel, and they try to explain it on video and they get so frustrated. So I've been going through this now for 23 years, so I'm going to try to lay it on the line here, give you some hints, give you some tips. I don't know if they're going to like it, but there are ways to get around some stuff. So, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, arthritis. I got hit by a train in 1993, so I never healed because, the pain just went away, and I left and worked 2 jobs to support my daughter. Didn't have time for pain. So, first thing I want to do is I want you to understand chronic pain versus acute pain. Acute pain is an injury that lasts and goes away with some type of medication, physical therapy, something like that, with just an x-ray. Chronic pain is pain that lasts 3 to 6 months past the injury that should have healed. It's your body's way of saying something's wrong, okay? And how it works is pain, signal, spinal cord, brain, pain. And it's a cycle, and the pain never stops. So, pain is a very private and personal thing, and there's no two alike that can explain it, because there's never two with the same. I have arthritis, I have fibromyalgia, I have 5 discs, bone on bone degenerative, osteoporosis. Oh God, see, I get memory. It's affecting my memory, concentration. He thought I had lupus. I can stay in bed for 2 days at a time. I watched and I subscribed to, let me see her name. I left her a message and I wanted her to get back to me to see, for permission to use her name, but she's got her own channel, I'm sure. Fibro Hell is her channel. Yeah, give a little props there, girl. But she's just in awful chronic pain, and my heart goes out to her. And there's another one, I can't remember her name, and I subscribe. But chronic pain has to do more with the brain than the injury. The injury is what's causing the neurotransmitters to go to the spinal cord, to go to the brain. Okay, and it's a constant cycle and it never stops until the injury is fixed, and some go years. Like me, I went 93, and I went, I think, 2005. I got a bleeding ulcer from taking too much Advil. I was popping them like candy because the pain was so bad. Because, you know, you can't get an MRI. Good luck with that, especially on Medicare or Medicaid. They don't pay for it. They don't want to. Unless you have a doctor that's willing to fight for you, you're not getting one. You can get an x-ray. That's it. And they go from there. But good luck with the MRI. And that's what you need. You need the MRI, obviously, to see the injury. Whatever. That just pisses you off right from the get-go. So, and you know, every single one, how frustrating it is to try to explain it, and things you can't do now that you used to do. Do it, girl, guys, people. I am a dancer. I love to dance. I could go on that dance floor, a couple drinks in me, and dance 4 or 5 hours straight, never get off. And I'm not kidding either. I love to dance. I don't even think I can dance at all. And you know the drill. You sit too long, it hurts. You stand too long, it hurts. So you're up and down. It makes the pain worse because you're up and down. Well, not only do I have fibromyalgia and everything else, when I got hit by the train, it smashed my knees. I already had surgery on both my knees. Eventually I will need knee replacements, but I'm too young. They refuse to do it, which I don't want to. So they're doing these injections now. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're new. You know, rooster, the comb of a rooster. The fat in the rooster comb is mocks and adapts to bone like cartilage. And they're shooting it in knees, and because mine's all bangled up, and they have to keep going in and scraping. Well, you can only scrape so much, and then it's gone. All right, so frustrated is an understatement. You know, I lost a lot of friends and a lot of family. You know, I was bedridden for 2 years. I had no one. And I didn't know why, you know. I was dying. And I don't know if it was they just don't want to see you like that. Like that's what Fibro Health said today. You know, if they just don't want to see you in misery, or they're like, what do you got to talk about? You can't do anything, can't work, okay? Can't go anywhere, can't do anything. So what do you have to talk about? Because people get sick of hearing it. I get sick of talking about it. I get sick of live it. Like she said, live it. Just live it. One day. Don't judge me. Walk in my shoes one freaking day. You know, disgusting explains it perfectly. It really does. And so, you know, acute pain, you know, like say you're a construction worker and you're, you know, doing a sledgehammer and you feel a cringe, or a twinge rather, or a pop or something. Acute pain, signal, blah, brain. put it down. Put the hammer down and go rest. Chronic pain can't pick up the hammer in the first place. So there's number one, you can't even compare the two. And, you know, like I said, some go years, sometimes a whole lifetime, and never find out what the problem is because Medicaid won't pay for an MRI, Medicare won't pay for an MRI. In fact, I don't know many insurances that will. They refuse it every time. They deny it. So, and then some days, you know, you feel a little better. And you're thinking, your brain kind of tricks you and thinking, maybe it isn't as bad as I thought. Maybe I'm getting better, you know. So you try to go do something, right? Like you go out with the girls, or go have a drink up the street, or, you know, I do church stuff. Maybe I'll go volunteer or go to a church function, and the next day I'm down, in bed, my husband waiting on me if he's at work. Thank God for my father. He takes my dogs. I have two very, very large dogs that have to go out. And I have, I think 13 steps that I gotta walk up to go outside. Yeah. My dog is 9 and 200 pounds. He can't even walk up the damn steps. You should see us. Oh, it is kind of comical, but it's really not. So, you know, some days you feel good, and so you get cocky and you go out. Like I said, good luck getting the MRI. Number one advice, guys, be your own advocate, because your doctor's not going to. They're not going to do that extra work. They don't know your bodies. They don't feel what you feel. I kept a pain journal. It helped immensely for my doctor. I wrote it every day faithfully. Every day. I still do. It's been 23. I'm telling you, I've been writing journals my whole life. So I suggest you start that. That helps your doctor a lot. Pain journal. Just get a damn notebook. Get a $1 notebook and start writing your day. I mean, down to what you eat. Food has a lot to do with helping pain, which I didn't know. Again, be your own advocate. You know, do the research, and so when you go in that doctor's office, you can explain a lot better because you did the research. You know what you're talking about. And then they can't talk to you like you're stupid and you don't know what the hell you're saying. So many fights. We have a beautiful relationship now, but in the beginning, ooh, did we brawl. You know, I used to, you know, tell him, look, I'm not some crackhead off the street coming to you. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got into some brawls. So be your own advocate, guys. Look up stuff. Know your body. Pick up, you know, I used to mark with a marker, I still do it, where my pain is the worst. To show him, explain how it felt, wrote it all down, brought the journal every time I went. Every time. Okay, advice number one. And pissed off, frustrated is an understatement. The mood swings are uncontrollable. You literally can't control them. At least I couldn't. I can manage 20 years, you know, I had a lot more years, but you can't. You cannot help the mood swings. You can't help being mean. You know, this is going to be a little bit of a long video. I hope this doesn't cut me off. So, did some research. 70 million people in the United States have chronic pain. 70 million. The money on pain management insurance companies spend is astronomical. And we wonder, you know, why we can't, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. First step, understanding how chronic pain works. I told you, you know, pain signal brain, spinal cord brain. First step, you know, you have to know when you feel that when the injury began. Fibromyalgia is not an injury, so you know, that's why keeping a pain journal is so important, because you didn't have, if you didn't have an injury, how are you going to explain how you got the pain? You know, they thought fibromyalgia was a myth, and they used to laugh. And I have to tell you again, this year, chronic pain and fibromyalgia are their own disease in the DSM. So we're getting closer. So the research is going to get better. Not in our lifetime, maybe our children. And that's just the way it is. And how much a person hurts doesn't necessarily mean your injury isn't as bad as you think. Or you can't determine an injury by your pain levels. You've got to find out what the problem is. Especially after 3 to 6 months, you know something's not right, damn it. You got to get them. Sometimes you got to cry. I mean, I used to go in there bawling and say, if you don't do something to help me, I'm not living like this. You know, I told them I'm not doing it. You know, and fibro hell, I want to tell you, my heart bleeds for you. You've had so much trauma in your family, and I want to say, you know, I am an advocate counselor, and I'm free, and my channel is on YouTube. Gina asked me, girl, you got a lot going on, and my heart bleeds for you. You have went through so much. Just the video today, I've seen a few of yours, like you try to keep up. It was pretty bad. You know, your sister, God bless you, I'm praying for you. So, you know, you don't know, the pain doesn't determine what the injury is. Okay? I think, I'm pretty sure it's called allodynia, when just a touch or a breeze feels like a blowtorch, it hurts that bad. And also, the part of the body that's in the most pain, the injury might not even be there. You got cervical, thoracic, and lower lumbar. I was a massage therapist for 12 years. Okay? I have cervical injury, nerve damage, bone on bone, 3. In my lower, I have 2, bone on bone, and my thoracic, the middle, is taking up the slack because I'm using the middle. My core is weak because I'm not using it. Bedridden for 2 years, my muscles were jelly, I had atrophy. So my core is still not back to normal. You have to have a strong core. If exercise is the best thing, if you can do it. I can't. I'm starting water exercise here in about a week. It takes all the pressure off the joints. The water is warm. It's soothing. If you can even just get in the pool and walk around, anything. You know what I mean? So, pain signal, so much comes, chronic pain, so much comes with it. I don't have enough time, so I'm going to kind of fly by it. Emotional, thoughts, behavior, and other responses have everything to do with the level of pain you're feeling. Negative, positive thoughts, it's common sense. Can you control them? Hell no. Takes a lot, takes many years, but you can. But when you're first going through it, those years, you can't. You know, the pain meds magnify the pain sometimes. The pain meds make it worse because it disguises the pain and makes you think you can do more, and then you're down for days. That's what my problem is. I have a Medtronic pain pump in my belly, surgically put in. This is the last resort before neck and back surgery. And I have a little pump every 4 hours that I can, it's called a push. And it's morphine sulfate is in the pump. And every 2 months I go get it drained and filled again. And they program it. So that's what I have to deal with. I get a big bulge in my belly. I'll show you one day. But that's where I'm at now. And I carry my pain meds with me everywhere I go. Emotions. I'm an emotional person. I mean, I thrive off of passion and emotion. That's how I work. It just is what it is. So my emotions are all over the place. I can cry at the drop of a hat. I can bend over to pick up a stick and the pain is so bad I'll go down, or I'll just cry because I just can't take another second that day. You know what that is. When you just can't take another fucking second. It's like, oh my God. Sorry, God, I swear. Sorry. So here's how I look at it. Here's how I'm going to try to explain it to you. Your emotions, fight or flight, you got that panic. So when you get that pain and it's really bad, like say you get up, can't get up. Your feet can't touch the floor. Because when my feet touch the floor, I go every morning until I get moving. I can't get out of bed until my meds are in my system about 20 minutes to a half an hour. I don't even try to get out of bed. My husband makes the coffee for me every morning, brings it to me every morning. He's an angel. Because I can't. So you got negative and positive thoughts. A lot of people are strong emotionally, and they can handle that, and they can handle their emotions, keep them under control, and stay positive. I did for so long, and then why? Nothing's changing. Nobody's doing anything to help me. Why? I look at it like this, and it's funny in my head, but I look at it like I'm on private message with two people, negative and positive. And negative is just like chooching, just won't shut the freak up, telling you, you know, oh, it's never going to change. You're going to have this the rest of your life. Nothing's ever going to get better. And positive can't get a word in. You know, they're trying, but negative will not shut up. You know, the pain, I call the pain negative, and I call the brain positive. Okay? And negative won't shut up. They're like, you know, they're telling you all this, and that's the devil. Negative's the devil, positive's God, for me. And, you know, they're trying to talk, and negative either wins or loses. It's up to you, you know. Strong negative emotions, what do? Cause more pain. Stress, more pain. So your emotions play a huge part on your pain levels. I take Valium because my body locks. And I'm talking, I've had an ambulance come several times. My body's locked. Like my fingers, I can't get them, they stick like this. And from head to toe. Well, your heart's a muscle. And everything's tightening. I thought I was having a heart attack the first time. You know, so I take Valium for the spasms. It's the best thing for muscle relaxer. It's the only thing that's ever worked for me. The only thing. 23 years. So, you might want to mention that to your doctor or show him this video. You know, acute pain creates that call to action. Call to action is, okay, stop doing that. That hurts. You know, where chronic pain, that fight or flight, it doesn't shut off. You're always on fight or flight, like, you know, just constant, just, you know. And what's that do? Tenses your muscles, more pain. Massage did wonders for me for years. Years. Now, I can't even touch my body if I, like, push on my arm. It's not excruciating, but right now, that hurts like hell. Fibromyalgia is on fire right now. He thought I had lupus. I just got a bunch of tests done. You've got, I implore you to do the pain journal and talk to him. Talk to him like you would your body. If you have to cry, cry. When you get pissed off, get pissed off. Respectfully, but get pissed off. You know, you got to get you've got to get it across to them. You know? Negative emotion is useless. It's useless. God helps me in that department. When I pray, he helps me with that. Really. He really does. I pray and he takes it away. And I'm thankful. And the positive says, you know what, screw you. Today, you're not winning. You know, and blocks the negative. So, the outcome with the negative, you know, you can only go through this so many years and you want to give up. I begged God to take me for a year. I was bedridden for 2 years. It was from gastric bypass surgery because I was supposed to have neck surgery, nerve damage, but I was too heavy, high risk. So my doctors got together, okay, and it went downhill from there. My body just didn't do well with it at all. Sometimes I'm in bed for 2 days in a row. Fibro help, I get you. And I'll sleep with no meds. And, you know, that's partly depression, pain, can't take it. it's a vicious cycle and it never stops. It never, imagine that. Imagine pain so bad that you just sitting, you're crying all day, never stopping. If this cuts me off, I'm going to do a part 2. I don't know how long my videos go. But just imagine somebody hitting you with a baseball bat all over your body, and you got bruises everywhere, head to toe. Like when I got hit by the train, I didn't break one bone, but I was bruised from head to toe. I bruised my heart, bruised my lungs, kidney, spleen. And let me tell you something. Sometimes a bruise is 10 times worse pain-wise than a break. It was horrible. So, you know, you got to ask yourself, is this the way I want to live? Of course it's not. Nobody's going to ask for this. And like I said, fibromyalgia, it's getting better. But your relationship with your pain management doctor, it's everything. Everything. You've got to find the right one. But then you can't go jumping and skipping to one because they're going to think you want drugs. It's a no-win situation. So you stick with the one you have and you get them to understand what is going on. Lyrica